I say, you too. Good morning, good morning. It's early morning. You hear me? Man, they say Johnathan into something major. My bad, I tried to do something clever. Johnathan Major was arrested for assault on his, allegedly, on his girlfriend. Let's get into it. If it's your first time rocking with the bull, excuse the darkness, it's early. I be the KING SPR 3 King Spree. Now you locked in with the realest, they tell me. Reporting live from Savannah, Georgia. Decatur where it's crazy. Or whatever Lloyd was saying. But let's get right into it. I ain't really got a lot of time. So Johnathan Major's arrested allegedly for assaulting his girlfriend. Then the reports come out that his team is very confident they can prove his innocence. Then it comes out that what happened was he was coming home from a bar in Brooklyn, and the way they painted the picture, because I don't have the actual sources, but the way they painted the picture was that I guess he was texting another woman. His girlfriend took a peek, didn't like what she saw, had an emotional breakdown, and somehow or another there was a laceration behind her ear or on her neck, as well as what seemed to be scars of a struggle. They're making it seem like she might have inflicted those wounds on herself. Johnathan Major is the one that actually called the police. And then when the police finally came, the woman switched the story up, according to the sources. Now, I'm not there. I don't have any real pull. But let's just say, hypothetically, if this is correct. I'm not saying it is or isn't. We'll find out in the days to come. But if this is correct, and this woman did this is another prime example of how this goes on all the time, and there's never any repercussions for the woman that does it, or anybody that does that type of stuff. You telling me that a black man, one of the leaders of the black community as far as up and coming, strong black man, he's everywhere right now, has a billion things going for him, that he can go out for drinks with his girlfriend because his girlfriend doesn't like how something is going, or a text, or a call, or anything of that nature. She can make a story up that says such and such did this, and now he's going to jail, because when cops come to a domestic dispute, if anybody has any signs of like struggle on them, the other person's going to jail. And if both have them, then supposedly both go to jail. But I don't think both go to jail. I think only the man goes to jail. But so as a result, he had to go to jail. Now, luckily, he has money and good lawyers, so he can get out quickly. And now he has to go through his process. But here's the bigger issue. There are a lot of men that are not Johnathan Majors that have to deal with a woman being emotionally distraught and making up a story. Or, I mean, I know it exists, but I haven't seen stories of somebody actually beating themselves up and then calling the cops on you. But making up a story, call the cops, and when the cops come, the only thing they're going to see is black man, white woman. That's it. Or black man, light-skinned woman. That's it. And as a result, you are not only going to jail, but if you don't have the money, if you don't have the means, if you don't have the resources to get out quickly, fight your case, now you're in this joint for a couple days. You have a record. Now your job can be taken from you. Now your freedom is taken from you temporarily and possibly for longer. Now there's a stigma that goes against you. And you now sitting here looking like a criminal when there was a misunderstanding, or better yet, the girl just outright lied. The girl just outright lied. And now you got to deal with the consequence that comes with that. And it's something that's getting so ridiculous. And it all started with the Me Too movement, man. And it's getting so ridiculous that it's scary for men. It's scary for men, but especially black men, to move in any capacity. Like, you can't, if you go to a party I was listening to a podcast, Lapeef Network, and one of the guys was saying if he's in a grocery store, he'll go to the aisle. And I do the same thing, which is so crazy. If I'm in a grocery store and there's a pretty girl in the aisle, I will purposely go to another aisle. I'll go to another aisle and just find what I need until she's done. There be times that I'll be walking down the street or walking somewhere and there's a white woman on my same side. I'll purposely go to the other side. Or there'll be times where like they're walking and then you turn the corner to walk to the car and you're behind them. I'll purposely just stop and let them get way ahead of me so it doesn't look like I'm following them. And as a black man, we consciously are thinking of this type of shit all the fucking time. And this ain't you're the angry black man. Look at him thinking the world's against him. Number one, the world is against us for the most part. And number two, it's just that we're so great that we figure out ways to get through this. We're so in tune of what was going on, most of us, that we figure out ways to get through this. But it is against us for the most part. And imagine having to live like that consistently. And if you make one wrong move, and it's not even a wrong move, it's just wrong place, wrong time, wrong person you're dealing with, the next thing you know, you are outright, everything you work for is gone. I'm not even talking about the knuckleheads that be sitting here, the ones you see on World Star and Shade Room. I'm talking about reputable dudes that are doing what they're supposed to do, and in some cases are great men, get caught up with these women, and then everything's gone. You take cases like Derrick Rose back in the day. He was alleged of rape, and he had to go to court, and he fought it. And it turns out that he didn't touch this woman. He was nowhere near anything. She was lying. Does she go to jail for the time that he was supposed to get? No. Does any consequence happen to her? No. His reputation is stained. His career, even though he had injuries prior, this takes a toll on your ability to play basketball and do your job. Same thing, rest in peace, to Kobe, happened a while ago, where a woman accused him of rape. It turns out that she had the DNA of multiple men in her underwear during the trial. And he's the only one that got accused of rape. And it's like Tyrese said, what more do you want from me? Like, it's legit though. Like, what do you want from us? It's already bad enough that the incomes are so low, cost of livings are getting so high. It's already bad enough that systemic racism is a thing. Do your research about about zoning, about Jim Crow, about situations where we're not getting fair process, we're not getting fair opportunities. Do your research on how we got to this point. And if you can't dribble a ball, sing a song, act a movie, you got no chance of getting out. And for the few ones that do go to school, i.e. me, we're going to strap you with so many loans that it won't even matter. You're going to be paying back loans forever. So even if you did get an income that's sort of okay to make moves, you're going to be paying 30% into your loans. If you dare find a way to get a house, if you find a way, because we ain't going to make it easy, you got another 30% going to your mortgage. We're already at 60% of your income. You got 40% left. It's not disposable. You got cars, and we know you like nice cars, right? We're going to put them interest rates high on you if your credit not where it needs to be. Clothes, food. Man, before you know it, you got 5-10% of disposable income. And even that is not really disposable. Don't have a kid. Don't be on papers. It's a wrap. And we're not doing the woe me thing. It's not woe me, because there are situations that are brought on by yourself, and then you have to figure things out. But it really is like a race where everybody else, you take most people that come from other countries, and you hear the success stories of opening up quickie marts and doing this, that, and the third. These ladies and dudes, the reason why they're able to succeed, one, they get government funding for even being from another country in a lot of cases. Two, they're not targeted. We're the only race of people that are targeted. Whether blatantly, overtly, or undercover, we're targeted. Like, they don't have meetings and say, hey, The black person makes sure he doesn't succeed. But everybody that's in that position, there's kind of like a understanding, like, hey, don't let them get too ahead now. Don't let them get too far ahead, all right? Like, unless they are the elite of the elite of the elite that can entertain us, don't let them get too far ahead now. And it just makes it very difficult to succeed. And then you take situations where a guy does succeed, and now he's put in a situation where he's fighting for his freedom, so to speak. And even if he's not fighting for his freedom, even if he's acquitted on all charges, he already got some campaigns pulled by the army. There's probably going to be some movies that he could have had that he won't get now because of because everything that happens with that. Believe all women at all costs. And that's not to say there aren't women out there that are really having things done to them and they're not being reported, because of course that's happening too. But it's just very disheartening to see our I don't want to say leaders, because he's not really a leader, but like to see our guys that are in the limelight take the L when it seems to be that they're doing everything right. Now, if the research comes out and it says that he did do these things, then everything that happens to him is deserved. But if he didn't do these things, what's the consequence for the woman? No matter the race, but what's the consequence for the woman? I say it all the time, and it's something that is probably obvious right by now. The white woman and the black man are interesting partnering, because the white woman is the most protected woman walking the earth, and the black man is the least protected. So when they come together, I mean, you just do your research. This ain't me just spitting bullshit. Like, this, do your research. When they get together, it's not seen as a positive thing to begin with. Then you add the fact that now said woman can lie and you're done. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm all over the place because I got somewhere to be, but it's just it's disheartening. It's disheartening. But we're gonna start getting into this. I've been saying it, but I've been going through some things, man, where I gotta figure some stuff out, so I haven't been putting out videos, but we're gonna figure this out. We got more content on the way. Like, comment down below. Based on what we know right now, do y'all think that it is at least disheartening to see Johnathan Major have to go through this, or anybody, when it seems to be like the woman is lying about what happened? Or does it not matter? Or is it when there's smoke, there's fire, which is what a lot of people think? Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We are at 155. We're climbing to 200. It'll be dope to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share the freaking video, man. Like my shit. Stop with the BS. Stop. Put me on your way to work while you're grabbing some coffee. Let's have a conversation. Well, I can't speak that to you. You can't speak that to me, but you get the point. It's going to all make sense real soon.